All right, guys, good evening. Thank you for coming. Hey, Princess Cass. What's up, anti-ADOS guy? Thank you for the love in the chat. So let's have a discussion. Now, guys, this is very impromptu because I planned on coming back and being on camera and all of that, but then I decided to take it here because we got to talk. Now, first of all, I want to say peace to the goddesses and the gods that are taking care of their children, that do things selflessly for their children, that is taking care of their responsibility, that love their children. This is not for you. In fact, if you are a woman, whether or not you're with that man or not, and you got the father of your child is on point. I'm talking about on point. This ain't for y'all. Y'all deserve respect. Okay, all of those men that take care of their kids, that love their kids, that do what they got to do for their kids, y'all deserve respect. We want to talk about these deadbeat fathers. And when you are a child that is growing up with a single mother that does everything for your benefit, everything that your mother did, she did it to protect you. Everything that she did it because she wanted to create
a better life for you. Do not ever get it confused or twisted, ever. When your mother that takes care of you warns you about your father, listen. Please listen to her. You can prevent so much heartache and damage in your life if you just listen to your mama. Your mama told you, listen, if your daddy beat your mother, if your father stole from your mother, if your father, if your mother don't like your father at all, I'm talking about she done let you know that this is the worst case scenario. Look, the only thing we can do is apologize because see the women, see this is where these men are wrong. Women can't really decipher all the time because guys, when I had my oldest children, I was in my 20s. I was young and dumb. That's how they like you. He was 10 years older than me. Everything that he has done has proved that he is the worst father that I could ever imagine to be. Listen, I speak from personal experience. So I'm among the group of women, they try to diss us because of it, but to be honest with you, it won't ever work. I raised three children, had to get help with housing, had to get help with food because the father did not want to take responsibility. So I am one of those people, and we are heirlooms. We are, and we should be respected and never violated because of that. Never. You know what? You raise those children as a woman. I'm talking to the women right now. You raise those children without a dime from the father because you knew that if you actually tried to get anything from him, that he would either threaten you, possibly, or either avoid it altogether. So you say, you know what? Because, anytime your father tells your mother to her face that he's not going to take care of those kids unless you're with him. This was his logic. Oh, well, we're not together, so I don't have to take care of my children. Okay. Hey, Thea Lightweaver. Yeah, I'm starting to suspect that mine is too. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But the only difference is that my mother wouldn't have warned me. She always had it out for me. So I really can't tell because I think that if you can really trust your father, I think that if you really have a good father, your life is gonna be wonderful. You're gonna have every fucking thing that you want. You ain't gonna never have to go a day or two without food. You ain't gonna never be starving. That's a lie. I think that we need to just be honest with about the shit here because there are people on this earth that exist, and I'm sorry, they don't worry about the same things that we worry about. Not being able to eat. Some of y'all can't even afford to pay your water bill half the time. Hell, that can kill you. So your father created poverty problems for you. You didn't even, and the reason why is because he was lazy, shiftless, and he didn't want to do nothing. So he created that poverty in your life. Sins of the father. This is what the Bible talks about. Guess what? The apocalypse has already happened. The end has came and went. That space and time was over. It is over at this point, because at one point they wanted women to be totally codependent on men. And those men that you can't depend on. But then people will say, well, why did you have a child with him? You knew you couldn't trust him. No, a lot of us didn't. So I'm 1000% with y'all. Those of you that had promises made to you, those of you that had a man that you had children with that switched it all the way up. In fact, not only did he, let me tell you another thing. If your mother ever tells you that your father stole from her or made her lose her job during the course that she was raising you, I'd say that that pretty much means that you need to stay away from him. She tell you to stay away from him and you don't Do it. You curiosity killed the cat. You curious. You want to know who your father is. Now, if you walk up to your father and you ain't never knew him, and all he is a bubble, a blubbering idiot of excuses, trying to trying to play games with your head when you done watched your mama put food on the table your whole life, then I wouldn't want to have nothing to do with him. I won't have nothing to do with my children either. Because that I would cut that out. See, this is what we don't this is what our parents didn't want to accept. They can be cut down off of that family tree just like a cousin and just like a sister or a brother. We can cut you down from the family tree, cut you off like a damn leaf or like a branch, cut off that bad shit. We can do that. That can happen to parents. If you don't do right, what did you think that just because you were a parent that gave you some special privilege to carry out all of your deviant, deeds on your own children? That makes no sense to me. So, if your mother, I swear to God, I know I got babies watching my channel. And see, y'all sitting up here debating about whether or not your mama should be given respect. Even though your mama don't beat you, she don't hurt you. She tell you she love you every single day. You ain't never wanted for nothing. You know that she loves you. So then why, pray tell, would you do that? It is because something could be affecting you emotionally. Maybe you just don't have enough sense to appreciate that. Maybe at this point. But you better understand that when your mama warn you about somebody, that's just like, listen, I ain't even gonna lie to you. To be honest with you, I can't even announce the dude that I'm gonna be marrying because I know that my family is going to attack him if they know who he is. My disgusting uncles and mother and maybe even some of the cousins, I don't know. Maybe they'll attack him because they're angry because who knows? This is how everybody's been programmed. So if his mama were to say, "No, you don't want nothing to do with that," would I be able to argue with that if his mama told me, "Well, I don't think you should have nothing to do with it"? Now, if his mama tried to take advantage of it, obviously. So what I'm saying is that when your mama is always right. Now, see, when my children get married, my love life might be ruined for the rest of my life. I have no idea. I ain't got no problem with it as far as with a man. But my children are never going to go through what I went through because I don't want to see them go through that. I want them to have a life of happiness and memories and and all of those things. Not tragedy, not struggle. No. No, thank you. Okay? So I'm telling y'all to listen to your mama when she tell you something because your mama is always right. There's not too many women that are going to tell their kids to stay away from their father. Is it that dangerous? Yeah. Yeah, look at the struggle that you're going through. You wouldn't be going through that struggle. You know what? And then also, y'all can say whatever y'all want to say about because now everybody's perverted mind. That's bull crap. That there are plenty of people that get married and have stepfathers and they don't rape or molest the children. They don't. Now, if they're announcing on YouTube that they want to rape some children, then that would be pretty much your answer. Okay, but 9 times out of 10, so there are wonderful stepfathers out there that will take care of you and they not trying to mess with you or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And see, the problem is that these deadbeat fathers, they are the ones that are creating the hoes and the prostitutes. They're creating them. The teenage mothers. Your father can make you a teenage mother. We always talking about the mother. Let's talk about the father. Let's talk about how There's more deadbeat fathers by a landslide. And see, this is starting to irritate me because I am so tired of everybody sitting by idle and allowing them to. It has been by the grace of God and your prayers and your protection. Because I keep protection around my children 24/7. All of them. It's by the grace of God. Because if you have a narc father, like if your mama say your dad is a narc, run. What are you curious about? Oh, you want to see how bad he gonna do you? Especially if a man done hit your mama and you know your mama ain't a violent woman. You know she ain't violent. A lot of times your mama just sitting in her bedroom watching her TV, meditating, doing what she doing. You do not be around that. It is nothing but pain and misery and drama. So listen to your mother when she tells you to stay away from your father. And please do not ever grow up and start being disrespectful to your mama because of what your daddy and his family done said. Please don't, because they all liars, disgusting individuals that wanted to use your kids as pawns to get a freaking food stamp card. Disgusting. Oh yeah, trust me, the struggle is real with some of these people. If your dad is a drug addict, that ain't because a lot of people say, well, that's they daddy. That's daddy. No. You are not allowed to ever be around my children until you get rid of your drug problem. Period. And that person was told that, but then scammed and ended up with custody of your goddamn kids. Let's talk about that. Not even legal custody, illegal custody. A couple of crackheads helped your baby daddy get custody by spreading rumors about you in social media. And for some reason, everybody believed it. And he ended up having your daughter sleep on the floor for 3 fucking years. I'm going to tell y'all something. It is a cold and very lonely place in hell for a man like that, because my daughters and my sons are to be treated well. See, the problem is that people don't have enough pride or self-respect to demand the best for their family. I have never ever seen so many stupid people in my life. Because you don't like the mama. And then sometimes your father can use you as a pawn and mistreat you because he can't have your mama no more. And he jealous. Oh, you going to go live in the big house with your mama and you going to leave me back here in the slum, in the gutter? You goddamn right I am. And that's what you deserve. And I'm going to tell a lot of y'all women, the divine mommy is pissed and she coming. It's coming. She going to act a damn fool. See, they thought just because they was moving in silence that nothing wasn't going to happen. Baby, we can see every damn thing that you do. You done sat up there and denied your daughters who are queens. All of us deserved better. And we will have what they couldn't provide. It's disgusting. Yeah, they talked a good game, but when it came down to it, you found out that they didn't want you to have the best. They didn't. That's just like with Jacob. Jacob's, since I had him later on, and as an older adult, he's had more things than my older children. You think that they're jealous of him because of that? No, because they were taught better by their mother. Y'all better believe that y'all better stick by y'all mamas, because these men, they ain't got a lot of these men don't have no care in the world for you. In fact, many of them, they wish that they could do late term abortions. They've been trying to legalize abortion up to the age of 50. That's how sick they are. If their mind gets blipped and they don't have the mindset to take care of you, then they feel like, oh well, I'm gonna destroy you. Which is why they were always y'all notice these movies that come about these crazy men. They lose their job and kill their whole family. See, you got to have an identity outside of even society. Yo, can you imagine? Can you imagine your dad being so pathetic that he kills you because he lost his job, or because your mama put him out of the house? Can you imagine that? Because he was either beating her, cheating on her, probably smoking some wet or some crack in the house, in the garage and stuff, just being a complete idiot. And yeah, this affects all races and economies. It's not just broke people. Please stop saying that. There's so many. Go look it up. There was a lady on here. She's dating. She's with somebody else now. But several years ago, she had to leave her husband because he was smoking meth. They had 3 children together, 2 or 3 children together. She had to leave him because and everybody was mad at her. Why you tell everybody that about him? Well, I just don't think that she should have told that, because you know what daddy do is daddy's little secret. I have had enough. These men are possessed by pedophilic demons, and they can sometimes be possessed by the demon of poverty. Because you came in this house complaining and you don't have a bag of groceries in your hand. Some of them will come in the house and say, baby, why you didn't clean up? Did you bring a bag of groceries? Did you surprise me with a special meal that you were going to cook tonight? Did you do anything to keep this family together? No, you didn't. I was the glue that held the family together. But guess what? As a woman, you ain't supposed to hold that man together. That ain't your job. He's supposed to already have his shit together. Why are you trying to make babies? Oh, I love you too, anti-ADO, as God said, love you, mother. I saw that for you retracted it. Hey, Prista. Oh, thank you. I love you too, anti-ADO, as God. That's so sweet. So I'm just letting y'all know, especially when you got a normal mother. She ain't trying to pimp you. She ain't trying to do nothing like that. She just trying to love you. She just want the best for you. In fact, your mother would feel as a failure. She would feel some kind of way that she has failed as a mother if you're not successful. So guess what? She is going to make sure that you have everything and all of your successes in life, because these men ain't doing it. In fact, if you got girl children, you better be on the ball and just saying, I sent them to school. A lot of these men, all they know, I'm a bum on the bus stop. That's all they know as a parent. They don't know anything beyond that. And that's sad when you think that the only thing that's a part of being a parent is sending your kid to somebody else to take care of them. I said it. You damn right I said it. Hit the thumbs up because I said it. And yeah, you know what? Actually, I was thinking the other day, damn, I'd like to send Jacob to school or whatever. But you know what? That ain't why you do it. That ain't why you do it. I'm sorry. No. And why are they over here watching me? It's 10 of them over here, evidently. Let me see. It's 9 of them over here. Why are y'all over here? Okay, it's 8 of y'all over here. So we got some evil, we got some enemies that are watching. A bunch of deadbeat fathers probably already thumbs it down. And patriarchal zombie women that just want some sex. You know, every woman is not going to accept anything just so she can have some sex. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I'm not saying that my children have done anything wrong. I'm not saying that any children have done anything wrong, but I'm just saying don't be fooled by your father. Don't be no fool and don't be fooled by him. That's what I'm saying to y'all, because if your mama left him, it was for a reason. Especially when your mama ain't sitting up here blaming. This is what I don't understand about a bunch of grown ass people. I think that's why people are just childish and immature and need to grow up. Why are you, the kids is damn near 20 years old. Why are you still saying whose fault that y'all broke up? At this point, it's redundant why you broke up. You broke up because you were supposed to break up. Bye. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord done split you. That's the way I feel about the situation. You damn right, as a father, you are optional, especially if you get to acting a fool, making it hard for your child. A lioness is going to throw you. A lioness will eat you. She'll bite you. This is the way we are supposed to be. And see, I'm a Leo rising. So some people may not understand me. Okay, I get that. I'm a Cancer sun with a Leo rising. I got a Virgo moon. I got Gemini Mercury. I got a Gemini in a couple of places, Mercury, and then I got a Taurus Venus. So that means that I'm not only that, I'm a mama bear. Tauruses are very, very overprotective of their children, usually. I've seen some that aren't, but I've seen some that, boy, let me tell you something. I done seen some mothers and all mothers of all zodiac signs. It just depends. I feel very strongly about this. And see, you ever have to say to a person, I trusted you with my child, and look at what you did. In that case, you got the right to curse him. They had to put a curse on him. Make it so he can't go and get somebody else pregnant. Good Lord. Stop getting people pregnant. You can't take care of them children. That's just like, that's why they wanted Mike dead, because Mike said, if you can't keep the baby, don't make the baby. He was talking to the men. Michael Jackson wasn't talking to women. He knows how many rape babies and babies that the man told to hell. I'm going to tell y'all something. Each time that I got pregnant, I couldn't fight him off of me. I was helpless. It's the truth. You get along with a man and you've been done got you've been done got a baby. These men can be very aggressive. So it ain't the woman's why would a child be somebody's fault? Why are you trying to find fault? You spent 8 hours today trying to find out whose fault it was instead of getting a damn job. I don't understand it. And I didn't just get like this last year. I've been like this ever since I gave birth. I have always felt this way, which was why I didn't let my ex see his kids for a while. Like, get a job. What good is it gonna do if you seeing them? You just see them. Okay, you can see them. They're sitting right here. You're not gonna be alone with them, but you can see them. Where's the money? Huh? The light bill is due. Your children ain't gonna have no lights. What are you gonna do? They're not gonna do anything because they feel like, well, if I can't have the woman, then I shouldn't have to take care of them kids. That's exactly what some of these ignorant men think. I told y'all some of them think that way. What are you gonna say as a man when you can't produce one receipt that you done took care of your child? Everybody else done paid everything else, you know, whatever they need. Coats, shoes, clothes, food, and you can't produce a receipt? Why? What happened? What is it? Oh, that's what it was. Getting a job would have interfered in you getting up every day drinking your beer. Okay, I get that. Okay. Hey, did you ever stop to think that maybe you should go and get a job elsewhere or maybe start your own business? See, I hear a lot of excuses, especially in like if okay, let's do the estimation. Probably about a third to a fourth of the black men have felonies. So I got a felony. I can't get a job. So why don't you sit there and think long enough about your creativity and figure it out instead of thinking about having sex? You ever thought about that, buddy? Instead of sitting up there thinking about your Johnson, how about you think about how you gonna take care of your fruits of the fruit of your loins? These men ain't got survival in them. Half of them don't. So when you think about it, most of them are just making excuses why they can't do it. And it's a sad day when a woman got to go and light candles to get you to do right by your own children. It's a self-destructive pattern that they on. My mom's sperm donor has 15 kids from 13 women. She cheated on the man I thought was my father with him. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Let me tell you something. Your mama is the hero. She's the one that saved the family because she wasn't weak like some of these mothers. And yeah, it's easy to be weak. It is. You can be weak sometimes. You can say, "Oh, I just can't do this. I can't handle it. What am I? What is eyes gonna do?" I get it. I get it. There's a lot of women out there that couldn't even fathom. Years ago, when I was being judged for being a single mom, I said, "You know what, sis? I hope that you don't never become a single mom because I don't think you would be able to do it the way that you judging single moms right now. They'll go through it if you know what I'm saying, because I'm telling you, because just because you think you in love right now, that can change. So that's why I said I don't make decisions anymore based upon that. Love is not enough. I love him. That ain't enough. Love ain't never enough for nothing. You got to have a balance. You talking about the heart chakra? Okay. Well, what about the? Okay, you talking about the energies of the west. What about the energies of the north and the east and the south? What about that? That all got to be complete. If it ain't there, then you gonna have some issues. And I struggled. I did. I struggled throughout the years because I remember my ex calling up to my job, threatening to kill everybody at the job. Men will do that. I think they should send them to jail when they do that. I think it should be the law that if you call up somebody's job to get them, you need to go and explain that to a judge why you would purposely do that. It's considered to be harassment. You can already go to jail for that. It's called harassment. They'll blame it on you. It's all your fault. Well, yeah, it is my fault. I wanted my child. Thank you very much. It is my fault that that child is here. Is that what it is? I will admit to it. I wanted the child and I gave birth to it. So now what? If somebody comes to me and say, "Are you responsible for this child?" Well, you're damn right, and I'm proud of it. What can I do for you? See, a lot of people, somebody told me years ago, "Why you a proud mother?" Because I am. This man online tried to tell me I shouldn't be a proud mother. Why? Because you single. Really? Really? Okay. I realize that your brain can only register with the two brain cells that you have left. Because the brain can't function without its cells. And some of these people are y'all, I'm just telling y'all what I know. A lot of these men out here that you see judging single mothers, they're soulless, they're empty seaters, they're not even real. They don't even know. They're like eunuchs. And some of y'all baby fathers, some of y'all exes are eunuchs. But some of y'all got these men that's really taking care of their kids, and that's wonderful. That is wonderful. I think that all of us should give praise to those men, but you know what? Don't judge women that didn't have that. Don't you ever say that you chose better. Because let me tell you something, with many of us, it wasn't a choice. I'm just keeping it real with you. With many of us, it was not a choice. It was just preordained by God. It was just meant to happen that way. You know, no mother should have to sit and worry about her children because this man couldn't get his ass up and get himself together with two crackheads helping him. That's disgusting. You know, only on YouTube or in the black community would two crackheads be able to convince the public to send a bunch of energy so that the father could end up alone with these kids that did not need to be with him because he ain't got a pot to piss in nor a boot to throw it out with. And nobody wanted it that way. I didn't want that. I wanted the best for him. In fact, why would I want a man that's not true. There are some women that will take advantage of men that are dumb, but there's no woman that actually wants a man that doesn't take care of his family or take care of his responsibilities. Anti-ADOS guy, I think that is so hilarious that he would come in here and bring that up. We kind of know who that is. Hit dogs always holler, honey, I'm single. I am single and ready to mingle. I don't know why you bringing that person up. But anyway, going, thank you, anti-ADOS guy, because I'm single. Me and him are broke up. And then you said, first of all, you're implying that I would need Mike to get a house. So you might be a woman. You're implying that I needed him to get a house. And I haven't talked to that man in months. It's been a while since I've spoke to him. So he didn't have nothing to do with it. This was all my work. Okay, and my spirits that came together for me. So no, he didn't have nothing to do with that. You said true living situation. So what are you trying to say? You think I live with that guy or something? That's weird to me. Like y'all, you know what? You'll never know where I'm at. And why do you even care? That's kind of bizarre to me that you would actually care about where I live. That's why you'll never know where I live. Okay, moving on to what we were talking about. Because I don't have children by that person that you just brought up. And I don't have children with you either. So, yeah. Go ahead and block that person because that's a troll. Anti-ADOS guy, you can go ahead and block that person. They're a troll. So get them up out of here because again, you're trying to undermine the queen. You're trying to imply that I needed a man. Now, baby, I'm single. I've been single and celibate for 4 months. Celibate too. So that means that I got this house and paid thousands of dollars for this house and I didn't have to open up my legs. And I wasn't going to open up my legs. So yeah, no, honey, not over here. Thank you. So, yeah, I'm much more of a stronger person than that. Okay. Okay. Going back to what I was saying. When it comes to the father of your children, you may have to do work on him. I'm keeping it real. And listen, if the man would just go away and quit bothering you and your family, everything would be okay, wouldn't it? But he just don't know how to walk away. Walk away. See, words are spells. And if you are a man and you tell me to my face that you ain't gonna never take care of the children that I had with you, then what you think gonna happen? That kind of means that you ain't gonna never have the capability. In fact, I don't care how many insurance scams you run. You know, you can run out, get hit by a car. That's the kind of stuff that some of these men do. Run out, get hit by a car to get an insurance scam. I don't care what you do. Ain't none of it gonna ever work out for you. Since you said that to me, you say that to me, I'm permanently turned off for the rest of my life. In fact, who are you? Did something clone you? Was this the you just said that to me? I'm never going to take care of those children. Really? Okay. Okay. And see, you know what I'm saying? What you do is you go get you a job and what I had to do, I went and got a job and I worked hard for years to take care of and support my children. I didn't even ask him for nothing. I never even bothered him. I was a dream ex for this dude. I never, even though he probably would have enjoyed the drama. I never bothered him. I never did nothing to him. I just worked and took care of my kids and came home and experienced all of the joy because I love all my kids. And just when you see my family together, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And then for people to come in and try to say, we gonna try to prove something. I'ma always prove you wrong. When you tell me I can't do nothing, I'ma work hard. I'm sorry. I am always under the influence of Beyonce and Rihanna, the queens. Okay, what did Beyonce say? She said we gonna have to get into formation. And Beyonce's an obvious feminist. She said, "Who run the world? Girls." And she's married. So a lot of y'all think, "Ooh, I got to kiss ass and play dumb." You ain't got to do that to get a man in your life. Kiss ass and play dumb like you dumb. And how you gonna have a real relationship when you gotta act a certain way with a man? That's why I said I want to marry my friend. I want to marry my best friend. Cause I know I can talk to him and I ain't got nothing to worry about. You know what I'm saying? So guys, I done been through it all, but I'm telling all you babies out there, man, if yo like I swear to God, it's especially when your mama ain't never done nothing off the wall to you. Your mama would never dream of doing anything to hurt you. You need to call your mama right now and say, I love you. And say, I am so sorry that I trusted my dad and not you. Because dad ain't right. If dad was right, he'd have still been living in the house probably. Or maybe not. Who knows? He'd at least been able to come by the house. He can't even come by. He not even allowed to know where you live. If your mama, that be just like, can you imagine if the father from the movie Enough actually got a hold of his daughter and got them kids, got her kid, got his kid back from her? And you see Jennifer Lopez wasn't playing that in that movie. And I know it was a movie. I'm not telling you to murder the father of your children, but I'm just saying, this is kind of ridiculous. A lot of these men out here, the ones that I've ran into for some reason, they feel like if they can't take care of you, nobody will, not even you. And see, that's when you got to go get your athame, you got to get your altar together because society is going to empower the man. That's why we need people like me and the other sisters on here that are ready. And I'm not saying that I don't think any man should have the power over a woman to harm her or her children. I think that you're a coward and you should be questioned and quite possibly flogged throughout the city. So y'all know how I am, and y'all knew I was gonna come with it because today's Sunday and they all up in the church and all that stuff. And y'all know I can't stand all that patriarchal crap. Gone with that. Patriarchy equals sexism. Patriarchy equals degrading the woman. Patriarchy equals putting the woman in poverty. Patriarchal equals putting the woman in a lower position automatically so they can pay you less. Patriarchy is trash. It equals trash. No man that just like that man that tried to kill the one. I told y'all that story about that man over in Florida. He's a football player or something. He killed that woman. He was some kind of ball player, some kind of he killed the woman while she was pregnant. The baby survived, but the baby came out with with some problems because obviously, you know what I'm saying, it was oxygen cut off to the baby probably for a little while before they say this man actually got was about to get out of prison for killing the mother of his child, and he wanted to see the baby. He wanted to see his son. So you can finish killing him? Y'all with this forgiveness crap, man, that's pretty much a no-brainer. Look, listen, as a normal person, let me ask you a question. If you're a normal person, like me and you that's talking and rapping right now, and you go crazy and try to kill the mother of your child, would you expect to see the baby years later? In fact, if you got out of prison, you probably try to go all off and just say, you know what, I got to go. Because I done burnt that bridge. The bridge has been, you sit up there and tell the mother of your children that you ain't gonna never take care of her kids and then try to get her fired from the job. Not only did the bridge burn, but it fell all the way down to the bottom of the ocean, and there is never gonna be a bridge to this way again. Go find somebody else. A lot of y'all women think, well, that's the father. A father wouldn't do the things that he's gonna do, and I'm telling you, these men, if they kind of crazy now, they get worse the older that they get. It gets worse. An abusive man always gets worse. A man that abused you, you think he could ever have the capability of taking care of your kids years later? He gonna abuse them too. A man that would abuse a woman would abuse the children too. Hands down, that's all it is to it. And he on drugs and drinking, and he ain't never went and got no help for that. Now let's keep it real. They say mental illness is taboo. Well, why do you keep subjecting these poor, defenseless women and children to these psychotic men then? So trust your mama when she tell you trouble, that's trouble. No, no, no. Trouble. Go the other way. You want to turn to the right or the left and your mother told you to go the other way, you better listen to what she's saying, especially when your mama love you and want what's best for you. You know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all do that, and peace to the, like I said, peace to the goddess and the gods that take care of their children. And you know what? You know how you take care of your children? You take care of the mama. That's how you take care of the children. You take care of the mama. As long as you take care of the mama, the kids are gonna automatically be taken care of. So what's up with all the debate? That's just like if a man get with a woman with children. As long as you take care of the woman, the children are gonna automatically benefit from that. What you don't, what you felt like you was just gonna come into her life with no benefit. Why these men try to come in and they don't want to give us no kind of benefit? That's just like if you a side hoe, you need to have an allowance. And your allowance need to be more than $60 to $100 a month. I'm sorry, you got to pay me for that. You gonna pay me to be a side hoe. You gonna have to. I'm sorry, these men don't get it. And then it ain't even about the money. I'm sorry, guys. You know what I'm saying. I done went all off in the left field, but y'all know what I'm talking about. But you know, it ain't just about the money. What energy are you bringing into my house? Did you go all off somewhere and sleep with some nasty trollop? And you gonna bring that nasty demonic stuff back in my house, and you gonna use my soap and my towels? You should have went to a hotel and cleaned yourself off. For you gonna come from her house and then take a bath at my house with my soap and transfer all that stuff, and then you always miserable. A miserable man can't stay with me. If you miserable, you got to go. I'll leave a man if he miserable. Because, well, obviously this situation ain't making you happy. Like at the very, I gotta be with a man that's happy to just come on and be like, come here, baby. Come here, baby. Get your butt over here. I'm so happy to be here. Let me go in here and do some, let me go in here and make sure that we got enough food, what we need from the store. What you cooking tonight, babe? Oh, I don't know. I was thinking about cooking this. Well, did you need anything for it? Yeah, I could use some fresh cheese or some. I'm gonna go to the store and get it. See, that's a man. That's a man. That I mean, a woman can do that too, though. To be honest with you, a woman can do that too. Whoever it is that is your help meet, what is the point in you being here if you not helping? And then when you get older, and it's probably got, because I'm gonna tell y'all something. Some of these men will go to these practitioners and say, I want my child, I need these kids, because if I get them kids, I can get about 300 a month in food stamps. That's some of the, I swear to God, it's that that's how some of these men think, y'all. That's how some of the, especially these baby daddies, that's how they thinking. And you know what? Okay, that's why you wanted your children, so that you could make sure that you could pad your money for your drug habit. Really? That's really embarrassing. Oh, who is supposed to be embarrassed? Your kids? Are the kids supposed to be embarrassed by your inconsistencies and your what's what's the word I'm looking for? Your inadequacies. Your children are supposed to be embarrassed. No, children are supposed to be embarrassed. The mother of your child, she's supposed to be embarrassed. No, the only person that's gonna be embarrassed is you, cause you the one about children in the world that you couldn't take care of. And then you could. It wasn't that you couldn't do it. That's a lie. If he got the capability to walk up to the liquor store to get a beer and some cigarettes, he got the capability to take care of the kids. You not a father. You a disgusting parasite. I mean, let's just keep it real, guys. Stop it. Stop subjecting your children to these men. So what if you? So what if that's the father? So what? He flipped out. In fact, was probably competing with the kids. Y'all know some of these men. You have a kid by this man, and he feel like the kids is getting more attention than him from you. Like, you supposed to be a father. But see, this, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Many of us have had children by narcissists. I told y'all narcissistic people were mentally retarded. I told y'all that. I'm sorry, guys. And I'm not talking about mentally retarded people in a negative way, because that's not the politically correct term to use. But I'm serious. They are mentally handicapped and dangerous. Some of them are dangerous. Think about it. You can't never admit to your faults. Everything that happens is somebody else's fault, even though you're creating it. You never take responsibility. You downplay everything that you do to other people, but yet, but what they did in response, they're horrible. Oh my, you know that's just like if you go up to a narc will come up to you and set your hair on fire, and then if after the fire done got put out of your head, then and you'll say, "God damn it, you done set my hair on fire," and they'll say, "What? I did that." Why are you coming down? Like it's like they'll play dumb and say, "Why are you attacking me? Did you not just set my hair on fire?" No. Everybody saw you just set my hair on fire. Huh? No, I didn't do that. They'll gaslight you and try to make it seem like it's your fault. Well, your head was too close to the lighter, even though you came up to me with a torch and set it on. Your head was too close to my fire. No, you didn't. You attacked me and purposely set my hair on fire. Narcissistic fathers are the same freaking way. They cannot be mature enough to raise children. They're too dumb. If their children make it in life, they'll get jealous. That's the first thing that the narc will do is get jealous. Narcissistic people are very jealous and contemptuous, and they don't want you to have anything without them. Oh, if I couldn't get the baby daddy, the narcissistic baby daddy ex, if I couldn't do nothing for you, then I'm going to make sure you ain't never got nothing in life. That's how they are. And these babies going to be taken care of. I can promise y'all that. These babies are going to be taken care of. We going to create jobs for women, and we going to also create other stuff so that women can start their businesses. And y'all can create it. That's why I was created. That's why my whole business was created. Then, not only that, to boot, as a woman, you got to go to work and get sexually harassed and discriminated at work. You know, I am calling these men to duty to make this shit better. Fix it. Why are we not forcing men to fix it? Like I think that if you a man and you actually dumb enough or petty enough to attack a single mother, somebody should be questioning you. Somebody, please. These poor babies out there, y'all, they ain't got no stability except for their mama. That's the only person that they got for that stability. And society is constantly trying to destabilize the divine feminine constantly. And that's okay though, because we gonna keep it in balance, ain't we? We gonna keep it all balanced. We gonna make sure, and I told y'all that's what spirit was gonna do. So evidently, somebody that thinks it's nearly impossible to get their own place wants you to believe that I don't actually have my own house because I won't show it, even though I have stalkers that don't need to see my house. No, I'm a woman who has been put through hell by men and by the patriarchal zombie women that they have helping them. I have been put through that and I got through it and I accomplished something. I'm so proud of myself. And it was meant for me to do it by myself because that's what my spirit wanted. It's not about saying that men are crap. Yeah, I'd love to get married and have a man move in here and we buy the house and well, first of all, if you move in here, I'm gonna have to add you to the lease. So that means that you probably can't be no felon. I don't know unless I buy the house. So, you know, yeah, I would love to have that, but I don't want that with the type of these type of men that are just gonna tear it down and destroy it. No, thank you. Okay, so many of y'all learn from me. Don't judge me, just learn from me because trust me, yeah, I don't care what you done been through. I don't care what you have been through. I swear to God, it's the spirit is gonna get you through it. Just be patient. Be patient, okay? And make waves. Cause waves if you have to. Okay? Oh yeah, absolutely. Do a background check. You right about that, Hecate. Fuck that love and light shit. You right about that. Hecate must be on a rampage or something. Yeah, she's pretty much the god of witches. So I do anti-ADOS guy. I want a good hardworking man that he at work, he probably working out all day. I think that's why women like hardworking men because they body be all in shape. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I agree. I agree. I'm gonna get one too. I am seriously. I want to make sure my kids are straight though, because and see that's one of the reasons why those deadbeat fathers will give you all that trouble is because they want to prolong you finding their replacement. So they'll try to distract you and do all this stuff and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. And especially if you have a ex that's a practitioner, yeah, there are some practitioners that don't make money at doing what they do, but they're still practitioners. I've actually witnessed that. I've actually seen it with a lot of you guys' readings. Is that it's been many of these men that they're not spiritualists, but they do practice, and you'd be surprised at the energy that gets conjured up at that church, and when they go up in them churches, the spells that they cast, and especially when they go have a private discussion with pastor, because pastor is gonna take that man's word for it. He don't care if he telling the truth or not. In fact, he'll empower him just for coming to his church and giving $1 tithe. So now I do realize that it is women out there that go crazy. Go get her some spiritual help then. But we all know that, like I said, the statistics, okay? And you do have to have a sound mind, body, and spirit to, cultivate a house, a car. You have to be sound in your mind, body, and spirit to do that. You do. Especially when you have your own business. A lot of y'all that have your own businesses, you just need to get you some unblockers and stuff and you'll be fine. A lot of people that have businesses within the first 3 years they fail. Well, you know what, with mine grew in 3 years. And yeah, they sent in special operative agents and stuff and all kind of stuff. Boy, they was throwing everything at me except for the kitchen sink. But I can tell you that the income that I reported to the Internal Revenue Service is very real and it's a reality. And the reality is that it's going to be more than that. And that's all it is to it. So a lot of people will try to say, "Ah, ain't no way you did that." It's like, what? No, I did that. What are you talking about? Are you for real? Like, why do black men in the black community always discredit the black woman and call her broke and got something negative to say about her? Man, y'all need to quit doing that. It really, but you know what? It make y'all look like little selfish little kids. Anyway, y'all listen to your mother and stick by your mama. Even if she going through hard times, stick by her. So what? It'll get better. And especially if she done promised you it'll get better. And a lot of these men will sit up here and look at you like, well, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just sit here and starve? Who's going to take care of me? You? You need to take care of you. Makes sense to me. And because they can't take care of themselves, hey, the righteous one, hello. Because they can't take care of themselves, they want to make it difficult for you to take care of yourself. I'm going to tell y'all something. Some of y'all got these little babies, and y'all babies is like 6 years old and under, all of them. And they hitting you up with them damn frequencies and them people doing that black magic on you because they want to sacrifice them kids so bad. But you keep it in your will that your children be protected. And don't you let them be alone with them either. Because some of these people, I'm telling you, some of these people, you going to sacrifice your kids' happiness so that you could get a freaking welfare benefit. That's a damn shame. I ain't never seen somebody more selfish in my life, and a narcissistic father is very selfish. He shouldn't be trusted. And now there's narcissistic fathers out there that actually do have money and take care of their kids. Now that's a difference. You know what I'm saying? There is a difference with that. But just because somebody has money doesn't mean, and a lot of narcissistic men will abuse you with money. Okay, like what R. Kelly was over there doing, telling them women when they couldn't eat and stuff. That's disgusting. I tried to keep hope alive for R. Kelly. It just the look on his face, but you know what? It just is something about that whole thing, and then having more than one woman, and again, in this day and age where the statistics are alarming when it comes to if you're going to find a good man or not, especially in the black community. But for them to sleep on it and sleep on it and sleep on it and not actually deal with it, they don't actually deal with it. Not enough men are even speaking out against other men. Maybe because they want to mind their own business. But see, this is typically the job of the men in your family. If you got a bunch of loser men in your family, boy, that's a double-edged sword. You got men in your family that ain't worth a damn. And I done seen it. I've seen it, and I have clients that I'm working with right now that are dealing with that situation. It's a damn shame. Talk all that crap, make all those promises, and then sit up there and then feed off of, think it's funny. She was really upset. She called me for some diapers and I didn't have the money. She got real mad. And I told her, I said, bitch, I ain't got no money for no diapers. Go ask your mama. And for some reason, this is what men are like, and y'all should hear the way some of these men talk when they away from us. It's like they hate us because it's responsibility. Well, guess what? Responsibility is not that bad. See, men see us as burdens. Women look at it a totally different thing. Men see it as burden. Women see it as blessings. Okay, so if you are with a man that thinks that way, yeah, you can, convince them, well, no, it's worth it. Like, why is it so hard? You know what I'm saying? Why are you having such a hard time with dealing with the fact that you have a family to take care of? Maybe, did you ever stop to think that maybe it was such a struggle because maybe there's a demonic possession? You ever stop to think that maybe there's a demon that's making all this trouble and struggle for you? It's very simple. Go to bed at 9 o'clock at night. Get yourself up in the morning if you work nights. Go to bed. Eat dinner, go to bed, get up, go to work. 8 hours, whatever you doing, come home. What's the complication? Was there a what, did you not like your job? Okay, I understand that people don't like these mundane jobs. Okay, well then start your business then. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna do to start my business. Well, then you in the wrong place, baby. Go get a job. If you don't know, then you ain't ready. Go get a job. You have responsibilities to take care of. What do you think? You're better than that woman, that single mother that worked? And the single women that don't work, I'm sorry, the single women that didn't work and that sat at home on welfare, they deserve the same respect too. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They deserve respect too, even though they may have been doing some other stuff to make ends meet or whatever. But don't a mother. A lot of I'm gonna tell you something, because when I was in my 20s, I wasn't near about as where I'm at now. So don't. They what did you expect? And then they go and judge everybody. What did you expect for that person that was in their teens and 20s to be the most mature? So they trying to grow everybody up fast. They want to program you with everything while you still 10 years old, and they really trying to do it right now. And it's like, it does start at home. Because the reason why I was always gearing towards dysfunctional relationships is because my father was dysfunctional. My uncles were dysfunctional. I was never, it was always break her up from him instead of finding her a good man. So this is what a lot of our black families have done: mistreat her, talk crazy to her, throw her out of the house, but we're not going to support you and say, hey, let's find you a good man and do it that way. No, they didn't want to do it that way. They wanted to do it the ignorant way. So many of us were not taught. We didn't know what a good man was. We didn't even know what we was even supposed to be looking for, because our parents never taught us that. They never sat down and talked to us about it. Never. They never talked to us about our own power. They never talked to us about the type of people that we even want to be around. But yet they claimed they wanted the best for us. Ah, yeah, yeah. So, guys, I'm just telling y'all, please stay away from these men that ain't about nothing, because they ain't gonna do nothing but drag you down. You're like a cash cow to them. You're like an ATM machine, and the low life ones will go and get an EBT card with your child's name on it, but not feed your child. If a woman can go out there and survive without a man should be able to go out there and survive without a woman. But some of these men will say, I can't make it without you. I ain't gonna make it without you. Well, then, honey, that would be natural selection, then, baby. That's gonna be natural selection. The fact that you couldn't make it without me. And don't come anywhere near my children. Cause if we, especially if a man just got you pregnant just so he could have a place to stay from the get. Oh hell no, gone, gone. You got to go. You got to go. Okay. I mean, what's up, Nova America and Thea Lightworker? Hello. I don't know if I spoke to you today. So I'm telling you, man, I gotta go, guys. My phone is actually kind of hot, so I'm gonna get off of here, guys. I love you guys. Peace to the goddess and the goddesses out there taking care of their children. especially the women out there, because society tried to deal you a bad hand. They did. They wanted their statistics, and they wanted to prove that a woman couldn't make it without a man. That's so ridiculous. Why that's why would you that's and see that's kind of ridiculous. Y'all ever think when you think about that, ain't that ridiculous? Okay. And I would and I stay away from all men like that. I do. And you can tell that they like that because they'll be, they'll be talking that pimping and hoeing stuff, and they're just that ignorant stuff. And it's like, dude, you're not a pimp. You're just a bum. And that's just all it is to it. Some of these men on here be trying to act like, yeah, I'm doing big pimping, and I'm on here roasting women, and it's like, no, you're just dumb. That's just all it is to it. Very spiritually dumb, and think that you got the right to open up your mouth about other people. Well, guess what? I hope all of those people all of those quality women that you tried to destroy, all of those children, I pray for them and hope for the best for them. And you know what? Y'all will do it, but guess what? They're using witchcraft on you. That's why it's been so hard. When you learn that you got to go through the spirit first, because that's what the whole age of Aquarius is about. You have to deal with spirit first. Okay, so this is why things are not working out. And they can work out and they will work out, because some of y'all, these men done got you put out of your house. That's the first thing they want to do. They want to come by and get you put out of your house. Some of these men done led y'all into places where you don't want to be. And I told y'all that you could still have everything that you want with witchcraft. Other than that, your own free will is not strong enough to override the plans that they have for you, because they've made their little selections, and they've decided, many of them. And this is not even necessarily like a worldwide thing. This is sort of like more of a personal thing that is happening in communities all over the place, because they can't stand my black ass, and I don't care. They don't like me. They'll tell me that. In fact, a lot of these men, if you don't want to do what they tell you to do, you ugly. Fine, I'm ugly. Thank you. I'll be ugly. I'm gonna walk away and be ugly. Okay, with everything that I want: money, car, good man in my life, trips, vacation, all the best food to eat. I'm gonna go and do that and be ugly at the same time. In fact, being ugly is quite nice. Thank you. Okay. I'll see y'all later. Love y'all too. All right. Peace and love, y'all. Bye.